We've gone beyond the spec sheets. We've tested the bleeding-edge displays hitting the market right now, OLEDs with infinite contrast, mini LEDs with blistering brightness, and ultrawides that redefine productivity. Our mission: find the single best curved monitor under $1,500 that will dominate 2026. Number 1. Dell Alienware AW3425DW. If you're looking for a high-end curved ultra-wide display, then check out the 34-inch Dell Alienware AW3425DW, which you can get for a lower cost than the Dell Alienware AW3225QF. Its 21:9 aspect ratio offers a more immersive feel with more horizontal screen space, but it still has less total screen space than the AW3225QF. It also has a lower resolution than the AW3225QF, so images aren't as detailed. Because it's another QD-OLED, it has similar picture quality with deep and inky blacks in dark rooms, bright highlights, and vivid colors. It also offers all the gaming benefits of an OLED, like a near-instantaneous response time for sharp motion, and its 240Hz refresh rate has a smooth feel. Like the AW3225QF, there are some downsides to getting this monitor, though. It doesn't get bright enough to fight intense glare, and reflections can be somewhat distracting because light bounces off light like a mirror. Blacks also look purple in bright rooms, and if that bothers you, you can check out the LG 34 GS95QE instead. It's another OLED with the same deep blacks, but colors aren't as vivid. Number 2. Dell U4025QW. If you want a curved monitor only for work, consider the Dell U4025QW. It has fewer gaming features and worse picture quality than both the Dell Alienware AW3225QF and the Dell Alienware AW3425DW, but these differences don't have a big impact on productivity. However, instead of high-end picture quality, it has a much bigger 40-inch screen with a 5K 2K resolution and high pixel density, producing extremely sharp text. It has many productivity features that make it great for office use, and it doesn't risk permanent burn-in like the OLEDs either. Its massive USB hub includes 5 USB-C ports, and it supports Thunderbolt 4 and DisplayPort Alt mode. These let you display an image from a compatible laptop and charge it with the same cable. It also has a few handy features, like picture-in-picture/picture-by-picture modes to display images from two sources simultaneously, and it even supports daisy chaining to another screen. Number 3. Dell Alienware AW3425DWM. If you don't have the budget for a premium monitor and you don't need a curved display only for work, then check out a mid-range option like the Dell Alienware AW3425DWM. It has the same 34-inch screen size as the Dell Alienware AW3425DW, so it offers an immersive feel, but it's a step down in a few performance aspects. It doesn't have a QD-OLED panel with the same perfect black levels in dark rooms, highlights that pop against the rest of the image, and vivid colors for a premium HDR experience. In fact, it's best to avoid using this monitor in HDR because it has a terrible edge-lit local dimming feature that automatically turns on in HDR, creating haloing around bright objects. It has a lower 180Hz refresh rate than the AW3425DW, which is still good enough for most gamers. While it has consistent motion handling at any refresh rate, there's smearing with fast-moving objects. On the plus side, it's versatile if you need something for work and play as it doesn't risk burn-in like the AW3425DW, and it gets much brighter, which is great if you want to use it in a moderately lit room. Number 4. Dell Alienware AW3225DM. If you're looking for a curved monitor on a budget, there are some decent low-cost options you can get, like the Dell Alienware AW3225DM. It's a step-down model from the Dell Alienware AW3425DWM that you can get for a low cost directly from Dell's website. It has many of the same features as the higher-end AW3425DWM, though, and performs similarly, but it has a less immersive gaming experience for certain games, like atmospheric or sim racing, due to its narrower aspect ratio. However, it's still good for PC gaming thanks to its consistent motion handling, although it has black smearing with fast-moving objects. One downside is that it lacks HDMI 2.1 bandwidth to take full advantage of gaming consoles, but that's normal for an entry-level model. Number 5. Gigabyte GS27QC. If you need a simple and cheap curved monitor, there are a few decent options, although most have a 16:9 aspect ratio, so they aren't ultra-wides. If you're interested in that, the Gigabyte GS27QC is a decent choice that works well for gaming. It's a step down in overall performance compared to the Dell Alienware AW3225DM because it doesn't get nearly as bright, so it's better to use it in a dark room, as it displays deep blacks next to bright highlights. Besides that, it has a max 170Hz refresh rate that you can achieve over a DisplayPort connection, but like the Dell, fast-moving objects look blurry and have smearing behind them. Unfortunately, the monitor isn't very versatile for other uses as it has narrow viewing angles, but this is the case for most curved entry-level displays anyway. It also has terrible ergonomics, so you may want to consider getting a third-party stand or mount if you want to adjust the screen often. On the plus side, its 27-inch screen means it has higher pixel density than the Dell and text looks sharp. If this deep dive helped you find your next dream display, support the channel by hitting that like button, share this with your squad so they can upgrade too, and subscribe with the notification bell on. We're just getting started with the tech of tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.